Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another episode. I think we are on episode 20, so it's been 20 hours in my single player playthrough. And let's continue. For those of you that have watched me, I think, nearly episode, I appreciate you guys. In the comments, please leave a note letting me know what kind of other content you wanted to see. I'm currently working on other things on my channel. Getting around to it has been the only issue that I've had, being a busy dad and a parent and a father. But other than that, I really want to do more content for you guys, but I want to know what you guys would like to see. Please let me know in the description or in the comments what you would want to see out of this. Let's continue. So, it's been about a week since I jumped in on this save. I have been playing with a few people online. So if you are one of those people, I'm having a good time. I know I'm working on a city there. What is it? It is the North American East servers. All right. So I'm trying to get more people into this city. It's doing a decent job. We'll stick with the main drags being where the bus stops are, and then we will need school bus stops on some of these main drags only because of the way that they are set up. So we got more houses going in. I actually want to change this. We're going to do houses here. And then we're going to do that there. So let's get rid of these. And anything else that's in here. So we definitely don't need... I guess... Yeah, we don't need this bus stop here. We need it on the other side of the road. Let's see what we got. Alright, we'll do one here, one down here. So my son's in bed. My wife and my daughter went to New York for a day or two to get my daughter's Christmas gift. She's getting something at the American Doll store. So I hope they have a good time tomorrow. What is this? No shoppers. Let's see how the rest of this is doing. I know we're keeping that for ourselves. The difference between playing a single player game as well is that I'm getting the full benefit of the price of all of these. Export 9,000, import still 9,000. That's the only downside is the import costs are still the same. In the multiplayer game, the prices of resources fluctuate based on the global economy of everybody that plays SimCity. So if you have a bunch of people that produce a lot of oil, the price that you will get and sell oil for will be either higher or lower based on the player economy, which I think was unique at the time. It allowed like a different aspect of gameplay that we don't normally get in a lot of games. But the issue being is it didn't always work. It still probably doesn't always work. The game, this game is highly flawed. Because at a certain point, the bigger city you go, the less that the simulation is functioning to its highest degree, and it bottlenecks everything, which is a damn shame because the whole premise of this game was to encourage multiplayer, and I thought it was a great idea. I still think it's a great idea. It's just the way that it was implemented was not the best. Maybe someday somebody can make a SimCity game that does better in the future, but we will see. So we got a ton of oil here. What I might do is this. We're going to have quite a bit of demand for things here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of them here. We may. I want to get places for people to ship freight, which is what I'm currently working on. And we don't need... I want to keep it here. There it goes. See, freight helps create shipments. If there's a place to ship freight, then it will get distributed around the city. So we got a place to ship freight. That's the important part. Actually, what I might do is this, because we need oil for everything, but we don't need too many of these, because once this stuff starts selling, it just starts selling. Let's get 2 things of freight in here. And then we will get plastics and fuel. Because that stuff's just going to sell. We're just selling it. And it just sells whenever it gets here. So let's get rid of this. I don't want to hold this anymore. That was a huge waste of money. I know. I just... being indecisive tonight. But that will allow freight to be shipped everywhere else as well. So that's the good thing about this. Let's increase the density of the roads over here. There we go. Try and keep the roads between all of our manufacturing plants up. What do we got? We still have a decent amount of power, which is great. We're at 1 million. So we have the money. We have the money. We are going to start our international airport. I can't remember if it needs plastic or oil. Oh, great work site already done. So we're going to increase the crude oil. We're just going to ship the oil. Which is great. It will give a bit of our oil fields a place to start shipping stuff, and it will keep it rolling that way. So we're just getting this set up for more oil spots, so we can keep this pumping. Get some more industry in here. Keep trying to fill in some of these blank spots for us. At a certain point, we're going to want to get rid of the oil fields. I'm just trying to get as much oil out of here as possible, because when we build another one of these plants for plastics, we'll have to start importing oil. So we taught a bunch of students yesterday here at the community college. We're going to increase the amount of classroom space there is. See if we can't keep bringing up that tech level. Eventually, I still want to get rid of this, the garbage dump. Get a recycling center in here to help produce plastics. Definitely sending oil, which is fantastic. I want to see if I can produce enough money to revamp the whole... Do I have it over here? Do I have a place over here? That has a little bit of coal and iron. This has a bunch of coal. We may move that entire Brotherhood of Steel city and redo it over here. Because it looks like there's more flat space, which I'll have a lot more to work with, and we'll figure out what we want to do on that other city. I wonder if this is... Oh boy, that's gonna irritate me, I think. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Let's start increasing some of the density of these roads. Try and keep bringing more people in. I wish there was a way that you could blanket the whole um, set of streets and just upgrade them all at once. I'm sure that would have been a great idea in the future if they ever continued on, because this sucks. I don't like. This is the worst part sometimes. Is just trying to get everything upgraded. Mm-hmm. All right. I think everything should be upgraded from here. Except for maybe this far street. I think let's upgrade this. Because there's no point having medium roads now. We're at a point where we're making decent money. We're growing the city. It's just going to be fast tracked now from here. Okay, so we need it needed park. You have a park right here, guys. The hell. Let's go over here. Let's see what kind of park we can put down here. Soccer or baseball. I was gonna say which one fits the best here. Soccer, I think. And we're just gonna finish expanding this out because why not? Hmm. All right. Nature. Let's see if we can put another one in here somewhere. Can I put one of these? No, but we could have tried. Can I put a pond? Oh, yeah, perfect. That's a good use of this space, I think. All right, cool. So we're definitely progressing on the airport, which is great. Let's see. Public trans, planes. I love this airship hangar. I don't know what it is. I've just always liked it. I wish it fit sideways over here. But whatever. I'm not that worried about it. This is that stupid commercial stuff popping up everywhere again. All right, let's go airship hangar. Gonna go here. Bring in the tourist hangar. Oh, that would be great for. Can I put? Oh yes! Look at that. That fit absolutely perfectly. Actually, what I want to do, let's get rid of that. We're going to go a step higher with that. We're going to go plaza. Um, yeah, that fits here. This fits here. And there we go. And we can have commercial here. Because if tourists are coming in, they will go anywhere between from the destination to go shop. Industry here, I'm not too worried about it. Because the the parks offset this by a lot. So people will still come here to shop. Let's see if we can put in a... What can we put in over here that we don't have? I think the Eiffel Tower would be great in a city of steel. So we're going to put this in right here. We'll finish that up. Nice little tourist attraction, I think. Let's add parks over here as well. These plazas, man. Killing it with it. Actually, let's not do a plaza because I want to put... If we're going to only be able to put a long one, I want to put something else in there to cover that space. So let's go one of these and then add a pond over here. There we go. And we'll put, obviously, finish up this. I doubt anything's going to build here, but... There we go. New home for Tokyo Tower in Petrol Bay. And we are making loads of money, which is nice. That'll help us fund our new city of steel. Freight shipments are doing great. That's fantastic. How is the bus situation looking? Absolutely stellar. So we definitely have a bunch of buses. Can I put something here without it? No. Alright, I tried. Ooh, can I put another one of these over in this corner? No. How about one of these? Yeah, I can put one of these over here. That's not the worst. What was that? 4,000 riders a day? 5,000. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's working out for us. We hit 1 million. That's even better. If this city had a throughway where this went out and over around, we wouldn't have as many traffic problems as we had because there'd be more places for people to exit the city. But I'm glad I didn't build anything along this here because that would have bottlenecked way more here. I wonder if I can put one of these. Nope, I can't. I'm not too fond of like the Nissan Leaf, but these things provide like happiness to people around them, so I don't see why I shouldn't put them around. Let's see. What else can we do? I don't think I can put any. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Where do we want to put? Oh, do we want to put? I think we'll put the church. We'll do this. Because we have all this empty space along the edges of the city. We'll just do this. Come in with the church. Do I have a school? I have a school, right? I have a library. I don't. Do I have schools? Let's see. Where are... I have a library here. And I don't think I have an actual school in here. Okay. So we could definitely do better on that. I'm going to put the high school here. Leave it towards the center because when you have other cities utilizing the same high school, it will be easier for them to come in and out here. Let's see if we can add... That's what I want. One of these, just to fill in this gap. Beautiful. All right. Now, last but not least, we want the grade school. Grade schools I would recommend in every city, regardless. Just to appease that education level. There we go. Finish knocking this out. We can add some commercial down here by the church. Maybe a house there. I don't know how many will grow up there, but that's great. Put a bus stop down here. I don't like how this is empty, so we'll... Actually, I do. We're going to keep this empty. I do not know why this keeps happening here. Let's add one of these down here to prevent that. And one of these. I guess we can get rid of this one here. I do like to give the most opportunities for people to ride a bus as possible, just because it helps minimize traffic in your entire city. Oh, can I put another one of these here? That'd be funny. Yeah. There we go. So we got some smart tech in here, which is great because it means that our education level is up. One is enough to help offset a lot of this, the industrial. We're still negative 15,000. That will change once we get rid of these oil fields. Because at a certain point, those oil fields will dry up. And we'll need to start replacing them with other things, such as more of these. My wife's currently in New York while my daughter's in bed. She's going to see Ragtime, which is I think a show of some sort. She has a musical theater degree, so she definitely likes to go and see things like that. I try to go whenever I can with her. Unfortunately, somebody had to stay home with my son. Taking my son to New York would not have been a viable option for us. He's 2, and we take the train, and it's a 4-hour train ride. My kid does not like to sit still. See how we're doing on this. Almost there, almost there. So I can turn that off and then keep producing. We also are going to be using some of this money to fund our next city. I want to see what it looks like. Let's see. Okay, so this, I'm going to have to figure out how that's going to work. I may do 1 mega tower in here. Just like right here. Or 2, 1 here, 1 here. And create a power plant. As much as I like the Cities of Tomorrow DLC, I do like the way like this city looks without some of the futuristic stuff. The tilt shift in this game is fantastic. Yeah, see, look at 570. Like, that's just great. Getting riders in there. $280 tourist riders, which is awesome. This isn't making us a lot of money, but I like having like a tourist destination and something like this. How are we looking? Almost. I'm hoping to finish the oil before the end of this episode. Maybe I can fit 4 towers in through here. That would be good. Because nobody's going to want to live next to these. But if I can make the towers desirable, that would be great. I don't want to get rid of these yet until we finish with the international airport. With the crude oil anyways. Because we'll supply the alloy and the metal from Cinder when we get there. Let's bring in boats. This looks like it's straight with the road. I love that for me. This city's thriving and bustling now. Yeah, see this doesn't hold a lot of either plastic or fuel because we have trains that come in, buy it, and we have oil tankers that come through. Something's always getting sold. And the fact I have both these train stations is just awesome to me. You still get 304 riders here, and then in the bigger train station we have 532. So they're getting around the city. When we plan out the next city, I think what I want to do is plan it out around the trade depot with the trains. Sorry, my wife is texting me. She's telling me that she got a great seat. She's almost front row at ragtime. She ordered herself a drink. I am happy for her. She deserves it. I think much of tonight for me will be going into making this episode, and I plan on doing another episode because I like to have episodes in the wing for and send them out when I get them finished. All right, so let's do these. Boom. Oh, I only have one more. Let me do that. Can I put this down? No, I cannot. I'm thinking about... No, that's not going to work. You know what? We're going to. We're going to do that. Nature, we're going to put a big ass park over here. I like that I can fill in that spot. That's really why I did that. And then we're going to add residential here. Keep some more residential going. Because my city needs residential still. Let's add bus stops. Because we need bus stops. So 2 million. 2 million. That's fantastic. Phenomenal. Almost. Almost. Got another 20 minutes left of this episode. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up to provide water for most of this region. To do that, what a lot of people don't know is that this puts water into the water table. So having these is great. I'm just planning ahead here. Because what I'll probably do is put another one of these here. Let's see the water table. The Steel City will have a garbage dump. This one will have the recycling center. The other thing I'd like to note is that your education level is important, because the higher the education level is, the more that your city will recycle, which is helpful. Come on, I can't wait for this to finish. look. Oh, we do have something over here. That is awesome. Bean Brewers, a nice little coffee shop. I wish that you can make things historical like you could in like SimCity 3000. I don't know if you could in SimCity 4. I never played SimCity 4 a lot. Never got to a position in that game where my city was worth looking into doing stuff like that. But as an avid coffee drinker, I would love Bean Brewers to just stay where it's at. Of course, it's making a lot of profit. All those tourists coming to say hi. Which is not a lot. Not a lot. We're losing money on that, but that's fine. Where did that come from? Wailatani Industries. What? Oh, I think it's just the place. Because Grand Haven, Diamond City, New Vegas, Brotherhood of Steel. Let's take a look. See what this looks like. Storage is full. Obviously, I know this. Fast fuel. Gas stations. Alright, so we got quite a bit of sewage available. We're finally utilizing water to a really big degree. Garbage dump almost full. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that. Let's get rid of a lot of this garbage. There it goes. Oof. How's this oil looking? 201,000 units. All right. Cool, cool, cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't think the church is doing well here. I'm not moving it. It's fine where it is. How about our boats? 50. That's not the worst. Trains are still going strong. 692. so close. This one, oh, this one's just weird looking. I don't like that. I don't think we're gonna hit it. We got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. And luckily, everything, all my oil pumps are pumping. Hmm. I wonder how I'm gonna work this out, or where I'm gonna put it. It may go over here somewhere. Or I may make just another industrial area over here, because we're doing pretty good with sales, luckily. I think that's what we'll do. I don't think this is pumping quite as much as it used to. Because it's all dried up under these. Why don't we do that? Let's get rid of this already. Just start cutting down a little bit. Come in here with one of these. Put in our recycling plant. And it's going to be all plastic, because obviously that's what this city does. What is this? There we go. Get reclamation trucks in here. I want to say we could do this. That should be able to give us a place to put all of these. Without losing too much space. Like I said, I like to utilize as much space as humanly possible. If I can. Can I destroy? No. Okay. Can I put a park in here? also no. It is what it is. I don't like how it did that. That's weird. Let's see if I can get rid of these trucks and see if I can fix that a little bit. That looks way better than it did. All right, there we go. That looks way better. Perfect. There we go. We got our recycling center that will help produce plastics. Obviously, there's no recyclables. Nothing has gone out yet to go collect. We have a lot of recyclables in the city, which is what we're working on. I like how the recycling center matches it all over here. It just looks great. It looks phenomenal. Keeping with the color scheme. We got 2 minutes. I'm half tempted to keep going until this is done. We are 11,000 barrels of oil away. There we go. Producing plastics on plastics. Yeah, see, 1,000 already. A thousand things of plastic generates 21,000 per ton. So that's already doing us. The recycling center is already netting us a profit. So we'll only stick with one of these. One of these, to fuel. We'll put the rest of this as industry. Come in with mega towers. Put 4 mega towers in here. What's your issue? Couldn't find shops or parks. You literally live right next to a park. Walk down the street, guy. We had 3 tourists. Killing it. 3 tourists. Well, ladies and gents, I think that's gonna cut it for today. Let's see if Are you kidding me? Now you're gonna finish? Let's go take a look. One before we finish. 1,000. We got to finish this before we quit. We did it. We did it. Oh yeah. We absolutely did it. All right, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching me try to figure out how we're logistically doing all this. I have another episode coming out next week. Please stay tuned for that. With that being said, thanks so much, guys. Have a good night. Ciao.